Hello guys, happy Monday. Just getting ready for a Zoom call and then I've got to shoot a job straight after it. So I thought I'd do my makeup and just have it ready for the day. I've been filming myself quite a bit recently doing my makeup. Now I feel like absolutely everything is just everywhere because I'll be talking about one product in one room and then I'll take it with me to another room and then I can't find the product that I was talking about and wanting to use. So I love that. Today is a public holiday in Melbourne, although honestly, I cannot tell the difference whether it's a public holiday or not. I feel like I do the same thing either way, except for the fact that usually I wouldn't have like any meetings or events on public holidays, but Sydney's not having a public holiday today. So the person I'm having a meeting with is in Sydney. I just need to say that also my hair recently has been growing so much, even more than it was growing a couple of months ago. It's now growing like ridiculously fast. It has been a goal for a while now to get my hair this long and thick again. The only issue is that it actually takes me like a full hour and a half now to do my hair. From washing it to drying it is a full hour and a half. So that's something that I'm still adjusting to. Honestly, I'm very happy to have to make this adjustment. I'm definitely not complaining. I had hair longer than this and also thicker than this before. Like maybe 6 or 7 years ago, my hair was really long and really thick, but I feel like I've just forgotten how long it actually used to take me to do my hair. And often I used to just let my hair dry naturally and then I would straighten it later. And I think that was faster, but definitely not as good for your hair as blow drying it the minute you get out of the shower and then styling it after that. So I don't want to go back to that old habit that I used to do either. The job that I need to film after this Zoom call is with Koala, and they've sent me a new mattress, a new rug. So I'm just like looking at it because it's in the bedroom, but I haven't set anything up yet. I've just sort of got everything sitting around. Me and Cal opened up the entire delivery at like 7 a.m. this morning, and now there's just mess everywhere because he didn't have time to help me take it down to the recycling before he left for work. So there's just, their house is a bit chaotic at the moment. Okay, we're going out. We're gonna have to ignore all the boxes and the mattress in the background. When Cal gets home today, he's gonna help me move the rubbish and also find a new home for the mattress. Anyways, my top is from Zara, shorts are from Camilla and Mark, shoes are Chanel ballet flats, and my bag is Gucci and I love it. And this is today's fit. Anyways, let's go and run some errands. I don't know if you can see in this clip, but my old mattress is actually against the wall in the back because I now need to work out what to do with the old one. I think we can probably find some space for it upstairs. Honestly, upstairs is like a dumping ground. It's just where we put literally everything that we don't know what to do with. And it's also Cal's wardrobe and our office, like our shared office. So it's very much like a multi-purpose room, but I just feel like it's worth holding on to because it's a really good mattress as well. And I know that I don't want to like get rid of it. I made like a short form video for TikTok and also on YouTube Shorts last week about when I froze my eggs, which was a year and a half ago now. I actually cannot believe that that was a year and a half ago. It genuinely feels like just yesterday that I went through that entire process. Just talking about it all again, and then I ended up talking to a lot of you guys about it in my DMs and like your experiences with it. Having a chance to actually reflect back on just the idea that I even did that. I'm just so grateful that I did choose to freeze my eggs when I did. I can't believe that I'm turning 33 this year. I don't really feel any older than like 21, to be honest. I just feel like where we're at right now in our careers and just like in our life in general, at this exact point, we're just not ready to have children. So knowing that I have my eggs on ice and that if I can't get pregnant naturally, I can always just like go and try and use these frozen eggs that will be younger than my actual age, it's just like a very comforting feeling. A year and a half on, I absolutely do not regret my decision, and it does kind of just provide me with like a deep feeling of reassurance. I think especially given so many of my friends around me are either having children at the moment or trying to get pregnant, and the fact that I'm just not at that stage of my life yet, knowing that I have my eggs on ice and that I can go back to them if I end up needing them. So if you find yourself in a similar situation or you're just like having similar thoughts to what I am, my recommendation would definitely be to go and talk to a fertility specialist about it, get a test and see where your ovarian reserve is. And if it is on the lower side, or if you are just thinking that maybe you would like to have children one day, but you're just not really sure when, definitely consider freezing your eggs. My face is bright red. I actually don't know how well this is coming across on camera, but let me tell you, it is literally bright red like a tomato. I just got skin needling at Acme Beauty and that was an experience. Before I went in, I was reading all about the incredible things that skin needling can do for your skin, and also Layla from Acme Beauty was telling me all about them during my treatment as well. Genuinely so excited to see how my skin looks in about a week from now. Redness should go down quite significantly by tomorrow, and then it will just obviously get less and less as the days go on. She also did mention that I might have a tiny bit of shedding, but if I do, it will be probably over the weekend because it's currently a Wednesday, so it'll probably happen on like Saturday or Sunday, so that's completely fine. I don't really have any major plans this weekend, like any major events or anything. I'm just hanging out with my friends and my family and stuff, so I really don't mind if my skin is shedding. The only people that will see it is them and obviously you guys. Anyways, I'm gonna put my sunglasses on to walk through the city. I'm not really going that far, but just to, you know, conceal at least a little bit of my face given how red we are. My face is still pretty red since the skin needling that I did yesterday. It's not too bad. I think with a little bit of makeup on, it won't be that obvious, but when I woke up this morning and looked at the mirror, I was like, okay, you can definitely tell I've done something. I don't think you'll be able to see it in this light, but there's also sort of like these stamp kind of marks on my forehead as well, which I think is pretty normal because the forehead's obviously where the skin is like the thinnest, so it is gonna like leave a little bit more of an imprint. I've got another job that I need to film today, so my plan is to pretty much just get ready, have a shower, obviously blow dry my hair, and then head out. Just did a walk with Zoe and Domi. I think we did about 8,000 steps, but I'll probably get the remaining 2,000 just as I'm like going about my day. Like I've really been slacking on my strength training recently. I have been going to the gym, but I've mostly just been doing cardio and I haven't been doing anywhere near as much strength training as I was doing a couple of weeks ago. So I'm really hoping to get back into that soon. Maybe tomorrow morning we'll do that. Sometimes you do need to like push yourself. I also believe in just listening to your body, and if your body's saying don't do it and have a break, then I feel like it's probably for good reason and you probably should just have a break. Great mood, which we love, and I'm going to my best friend Kat, her housewarming party. She has just recently moved into her new place with her husband and their 2 little dogs, and her place is so cute. It is so gorgeous. I'm definitely going to take you guys along for the housewarming. My brother and his girlfriend are also going to be there. Cal's coming, Zoe's coming with her little daughter, and honestly it's going to just be like the best vibe. It's also a beautiful day in Melbourne today. It's really sunny, so I'm just like looking forward to an afternoon hanging out with my friends in Kat's backyard. I'm bringing her a panettone and some champagne, of course, but she also requested that I make her some brownies for the party. So I'm going to bake the brownies once I finish getting ready now. I think it's been about 4 days now since I did it, and I'm having quite a lot of dry skin up here, just like around my mouth and also on my forehead, and also on the sunspot that we've been targeting as well. And I can already tell that once this dry skin goes away, my skin is going to glow and possibly look like the best it's ever looked. So I'm so excited for these results. I think this is the first time that I've done skin needling. I feel like I've done something similar, or I don't even know, maybe I did do it once before, but if I did, it was like a really long time ago. It wasn't in the last 5 years. Anyways, that was a lot of yapping for a Sunday morning. So I'm going to finish getting ready and I'm gonna meet you guys in the kitchen and we're gonna start baking brownies together, okay? I've just seen the time and realised that we're kind of in a rush, so these are going to be very quickly made brownies, but thankfully I've made this recipe 800 times, so I feel like I can whip these up really quick. This one is very good. So good. Cannot wait to see how these turn out. They're always so delicious. This recipe works amazingly every single time. I'm going to leave it in the description box so you guys can see it if you ever want to make these, but they're going in the oven now for 24 minutes. All right, we are done. I'm going to let this sit in the tin for 2 hours. So I'm going to take it to Kat's in the tin. I probably should have started this a few hours earlier so I could cut them, but I'm just going to cut them at her place. It's completely fine. That is how it should look when it comes out if you want them to be extra fudgy. So these are perfect.
Hi vlog. We're at Kat and Michael's housewarming. It's a beautiful day. It's very warm.
I'm gonna throw this out there. Do you want another beer? You're having one? Too good a weather to not
Hope you're
have
having
a
a
beer.
beautiful Sunday.
I'll grab us a beer.
Good morning, guys. I really intended to have this vlog up yesterday and also have this episode end on the housewarming, but I was editing the entire episode this morning and realized that it just didn't really go for that long, and I actually did a really bad job of vlogging last week, and I didn't realize how bad a job I had done until I edited it all together and was like, there is so many things that I just didn't vlog last week and I don't know why I didn't, and I'm really sorry about that. I had quite a few different jobs I had to film last week, and when I'm typically filming a project or like working on a project, I have my full concentration on the task at hand. Like I'm fully mentally in the zone of getting the best job that I possibly can done, and then I sort of forget to vlog, which is kind of counterintuitive in a way, because I feel like showing you guys more of the BTS of what I actually do is really interesting, and I also love watching other creators like show the process of how they create their content. So I really need to get better at capturing that and sharing that aspect on the vlog, as well as like all the other things I like to share, which is more events and cooking and just like kind of day-to-day life things. So I'm gonna work on that for next week's episode. I feel like in this job you really never reach like a benchmark where you're like, I can't get better. You know, that's like doesn't actually exist. You can always get better at your content. You can always create better. You can always share things that are just more enjoyable for the person watching them to actually experience. And I really do feel like I'm in just a phase in my life in general. I'm trying to like level up everything, not just my job and my content, but especially so at the moment with my vlogs. I'm trying to stay as consistent as possible. I'm pushing myself to make sure that I'm capturing those moments that I want to include in this vlog. I feel like this week I didn't really get to that satisfied feeling, which is sort of annoying, but it's okay. We move on. We are not too harsh on ourselves, and we just do better this week. And this week I have so many fun things happening. I'm going to an event this evening, which will be included in next week's vlog. I'm also doing a little staycay on Thursday night at the Ritz-Carlton, which I'm so excited about. I haven't done like a staycay in a really long time. Cal and I were talking about this over the weekend. We actually just have not been on a holiday together in a really long time, so we are really looking forward to doing that hopefully soon. We're just sort of deciding where we should go, if we want to stay somewhere within Australia, if we want to go overseas. In the meantime, a staycay will be amazing. Anyways, I'm about to go to the Camilla & Mark warehouse sale. There's little bits and pieces from the sale, and I'll also show you what I end up getting. They've generously gifted me a voucher, so I got my hair cut and coloured over the weekend with Lockie as always, and decided to leave my hair curly today. I don't typically do that when I'm going to an event, but you know what, I just thought let's mix it up. Summer is now about to die, so I will talk to you guys again once we get home. Show you guys everything I got from the sale. Let's just start with the fanciest piece that I got. I did not try anything on while I was there, so I'm really just experiencing all these pieces for the first time like you guys. Like it's a little bit long, but if I wore like a belt, or if I even just got it brought up like a little bit, I feel like it's perfect. I feel feel like I live in singlets and t-shirts. So I got one singlet, love the color of this one, and also it's a little bit looser as opposed to tight because I feel like all my singlets are really tight. I also got this brown t-shirt, which is very cute. In case you didn't realize yet, I did just get a bunch of tops, but that is mainly because I feel like I always just never have enough tops, especially going out tops. I feel like I never have enough. I love this top. I especially love the sleeves. I feel like this is very chic. I have a very specific vision for this top. I feel like it would look really cute with micro shorts, stockings, knee-high boots, or a very high stiletto heel. I've had this top on my wish list for over a year. I'm very happy to now be adding it to my wardrobe for a fraction of the price. This is from the back. Honestly, obsessed. This top is particularly perfect for anyone that just happens to be entering their bridal era anytime soon. Final piece is a bodysuit, but I didn't put it in properly because that's just like far too much effort. But I feel like you get the idea. This piece was also really cheap. If you were thinking about the sale, take this as a sign, as you should definitely head there tomorrow. That is everything that I got at the Camilla Remarque sale. Anyways, on that note, I'm already looking forward to seeing you guys again next week. Bye!